What's up, fellas? Got a loyal patron supporter. He wants to know, why do so many high-value men pay for women? Okay, guys, so I've had a lot of guys over the years, and this is an ongoing topic, right, in the manosphere, right? Well, a lot of guys are like, man, let's just cut the minutia out. Let's just cut the bullshit out, and let's just, a lot of guys just got this tricky mentality, right? Which is fine, you do what you want to do, but he wanted to know, why do high value men have to pay for sex, right? Basically celebrities, right? Why do they? You would think off the top of your head that high value men, that women should be groveling on their knees for these guys. So why do they have to pay for sex? Or why do they pay for sex? They don't have to pay for sex, but why do they pay for sex? And I wanted to break that down and explain to you guys, all right? So if you guys want to become tricks after this video, then that's on you. But I just want to explain the mindset of why high value men pay for sex. Number one, guys, relative. A lot of shit that we do in life, guys, is relative, okay? The math is this. A man who makes $10 million a year, $10 million a year, him giving a woman $10,000 for sex, it's like a man who makes $100,000 a year giving a woman $100 for sex. Now, you guys know you're going to spend more than $100 these days, just going to get drinks. Now, I know some of you guys who stay in slow towns and stuff like that, but like if you any guy who stay in any kind of big metropolitan city like Atlanta, New York, Miami, California, you're going to pay $25 just for parking and valet. That's before we even got inside. So, you stay in one, I know you stay in one of these smaller towns, or maybe you can find a spot, kind of like not in the city, kind of outside the city where you don't got to pay for parking, and then maybe you can keep it under 100. But other than that, guys, you get 2 drinks, she get 2 drinks, parking, you out of $100, right? And so the point where I'm trying to say is, imagine you guys have so much money that you're able to fuck the hottest chick you see on Instagram for $100. I can tell you right now, I would take that deal. If right now, I'd make more than $100,000, but whatever, right? If you made $10 million and you gave a woman $10,000, that's like $100 to you. When y'all guys hear that off your head, you're like, getting a bitch 10,000, but you're not breaking it down into ratios. You're not correlating it to their income. They got people who got, Floyd Mayweather has an $18, $20 million baguette watch. In our head, we're like, damn, that's stupid. But it's all relative to what he has, how much money he has. Yes, it's stupid if you got only $40 million and you go spend half of that on a watch. But Floyd Mayweather is like almost a billionaire. So all of this shit is relative. And I can tell you right now, if I make $10 million a year and I can get on Instagram and fuck some of them bitches for $10,000 a year, I'll tell you right now, I would do it. I would do it. But what about the principle? Fuck the principles. Fuck the principles. So y'all guys just got to understand, you'll do it too. So a man who makes $50,000 a year, that would be like you paying a woman $50 for one of these women on Instagram, $50 for sex. Tell me you wouldn't do it. We all would do it. If you make $100,000 a year, that's $100. Of course you would do it. You spend way more than that on a date. Fuck a damn principle, this, that, and the other, and I want to use my charisma. Fuck a charisma. Anybody would do it. Anybody saying otherwise, they lying. Anybody would do it. The thing is, none of us, well, obviously somebody makes it, but we don't make that type of money to pay a woman $5,000 and $10,000 for sex. But you best believe if I did, I would. You goddamn Skippy. Robbie Loso, I'll be hitting that cash out. If I ever get to $10 million, shit, $10 million a year, I mean to say. Anybody gonna do it. 'Anybody gonna do it. Anybody would 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 do it. Well, I'll explain. Some guys still don't have to, but I'll get into that right now. All right. Number 2 reason, guys, is just because you're rich doesn't mean you're famous. So when I was just saying some guys don't have to do it, it's that because they're able to leverage their fame. But there are some guys out there who make $10 million a year, but they're not famous. Dak Prescott is not famous. Lamar Jackson is not famous. LeBron James is famous. Michael Jordan is famous. Okay, Michael Jackson was famous. A lot of people y'all see that make a lot of money and y'all guys know and stuff, they're not famous. That means they're worldwide, universally known by a majority of people. I guarantee you go up to a lot of people in Baltimore and they couldn't tell you who Lamar Jackson is. In Baltimore. So when you're not able to leverage your status, you still have to pay like the rest of us suckers. Yes, if you're Prince or Chris Brown or Usher or one of these guys who are famous, then you can leverage your status. But having money does not give you fame. So you are not able to leverage your status. So you got to pay just like the rest of us suckers. And yes, I correlate providing experiences and all the other shit, guys. All you doing is paying indirectly. That's all. You just paying indirectly. You got to build up her interest a little bit and pay indirectly, but you're still paying. Still paying. Unless y'all going Dutch or Netflix and chill, you are paying. You are paying for her time. I'm sorry. The way it is. It's the way it always going to be, guys. So get over it. It's the way it is. The system is set up. The system of Mother Nature is set up for a man to show a woman how he's able to provide for her in the initial stages. And we do that through fucking dates. I'm sorry. Next, guys, being famous does not mean you have sex appeal. So you could be famous like a Kevin Hart or a Chris Rock and still lack sex appeal. And sex appeal has nothing to do with looks. It's about the vibe and the energy that you have. All right? Biggie had sex appeal. Shabba Ranks had sex appeal. They was not going to win any modeling contest anytime soon. Seal, the one whose face was like messed up on the side, he had sex appeal. Has nothing to do with looks. It's about your energy and your vibe. Chris Rock and Kevin Hart does not have that sex appeal vibe. It's about your energy. You can be ugly as shit with sex appeal. You can be fat as shit with sex appeal. The guy, Ruben Studdard, he had sex appeal. Luther Vandross, he had sex appeal. Because their energy projected sexiness. The way they carried themselves in a way that they felt sexy, which tells the woman, you should look at me sexy. Kevin Hart and Chris Rock don't carry themselves like that. Saying, I could name a bunch of guys off the top of my head who don't project sex appeal. Bunch of guys like that who their vibe and their energy is kind of like it's really just a vibrant energy that people just give off. It's like some women, right? They could look feminine, but they don't project feminine, if that makes sense. So they'll be dolled all up and cute and all this other shit, but their vibe is not feminine. And I'm not saying they could not say anything and they could be sitting there looking with a smile on their face and they still don't project feminine energy because of a vibe around you. If y'all guys get what I'm saying. But when you're not able to leverage your status, and if you do have that status, you still don't have the sex appeal, then you still got to pay like the rest of us suckers. That's the way it works, guys. So a lot of y'all guys see some of these guys and y'all think they're celebrities and they just able to leverage their money. It don't work that way. Don't work that way. Yes, you can do that if you project sex appeal and you're famous. But other than that, you just like the rest of us suckers. Next, guys, avoid vindictiveness. So a lot of you guys don't understand that the way this works, guys, is everybody wants something out of the deal. And when I see all these Me Too accusations and stuff like that, what goes through my mind, guys, is a lot of these guys had sex with these women and then compensate them, something like that. And you can't move like that. You can't move like that. Some of these women be thinking like, oh, you know, I'm going to put the magic vagina on him and it's going to build into something more. And then it don't go that way. And then 5 years down the road, you got an accusation. That's what happens when you do stuff like that. Well, a woman might think like it was more than what it is. She didn't get nothing out of the deal. And so now I'm going to file a lawsuit and get compensated that way. I never heard from you again. Understand the guys are not doing anything wrong, but they got to adapt to the times we're living in now, guys. It's not about what's right and what's wrong. You have to adapt to the times we're living in now. This is what we're living in now. Until they pass some laws that favor men or protect men, this is what we're dealing with. So you have to adapt and adjust or die. So when you see all these accusations and shit going on, you know that this comes from a level of vindictiveness. Y'all guys know some of these things are bullshit. Y'all guys know this. I'm not saying all. I can bet some of it is true. I would bet if y'all guys asked me to put a number on it, I would say probably 20% of them are true. I'd probably say 80% of them bullshit. But I believe some of them, yeah. I believe some of the guys was power hungry? Absolutely. Do I believe an overwhelming majority of them bullshit? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just don't see nobody sitting on this shit. You doing that to me sitting on it for 10 years. And then when I did came out, I ain't coming out to no lawsuit. Your ass going to prison. You going to prison. I'm talking to the DA. I don't want to talk to no attorney. No, you ain't gonna buy me off. No, you took some sacred from me. You going where the booty warrior at. Yeah, you go down there and deal with him. I don't want to see no attorney. I want to see the DA. I want to see the detectives. That's how, if y'all guys say, well, why you think they bullshit? That's why. I think if somebody did something like that, you ain't finna give me pay me off with no goddamn 200 grand and you did that to me. Hell no. Your ass going to prison. That's why I feel like most of this bullshit. You don't pay me off, buddy. You ain't gonna do that to me and pay me off. Shit. But avoid vindictiveness. If it's a one night stand or, you know, this is all we doing, and every time I see you, I give you $5,000, $10,000 or whatever the case is, $2,000, whatever, you know, it's all to what the guy's worth and the woman, right? Well, you ain't gonna be vindictive. You got something out the deal. But if you fuck me thinking that I really like you and that, you know, we was gonna turn into a thing, and then I fuck you like 3 times, and then on the 4th time you call me, and then all of a sudden I ain't answer the phone no more. Here you go. And lastly, guys, the oldest saying in the book is this right here. You don't pay a hoe for sex, you pay her to leave. Guys, with women, you either gonna pay with your time or your money. One or the other. A lot of these guys have wives, girlfriends, whatever, right? They don't want to be sitting up saying sweet little things on the phone trying to get you to like them. They find you attractive, here go $5,000, $10,000, and I'll see you next time I'm in town. Simple as that, guys. And a lot of you guys don't understand that a lot of these women are not just simple groupies. Yes, with groupies you can do that with, but sometimes these are women that think that they have a chance with you. So you either gonna communicate with me talk to me on the phone, take me out, you know, spend time, get to know me, or you're going to have to compensate me monetarily. A lot of the guys choose the latter. I ain't gonna say most of them, a lot of them are married, a lot of them in serious relationships. They don't want to put that time into it, so they just pay for it. I'm gonna tell y'all guys right now, I'm not judging nobody, this, that, and the other, because if I ever get to a point to where I make $10 million a year and I can get on Instagram and get some baddies and get them 5 or 10,000, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it. Guys, I want y'all guys to do the math on this in your head. Let's say I did that twice a week. I paid a woman $10,000 for sex twice a week. That's $20,000 a week. That's $1 million a year. I still got 9 left. I spent $20,000 a week on sex. $20,000 a week on sex. $10,000 a piece twice. That's $1 million. I make $10 million a year. I still got $9 million less. Now I need y'all guys to get off your soapboxes right now, because I know I got a whole bunch of guys standing on their soapbox right now who gonna say, well, this, that, and the other. Do the fucking math. Now I'm not gonna say what's right, what's wrong, or none of this bullshit. And guys, you know, it's always ways around direct sex and stuff like that for you guys. It's always so like in Miami, guys, the thing is you pay for a woman to escort. So how these guys be getting around this shit and it's legal? So you don't pay the woman for sex. You pay her for escort, right? So I pay you for a night on the town. Wink, 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 wink. A night on the town and we go out and we have some drinks, right? And, you know, since we're adults, you know, if you want to have sex with me, that's up to you. You're an adult. Nobody's making you do anything. I paid you for you to keep me company for the town. See, escorting is not prostitution. Paying a woman $10,000 in her hands and then she go in the bedroom, that's prostitution. Paying a woman to escort you for the night is not prostitution. So for all y'all guys like, well, ain't that illegal? No, you don't pay a woman for sex. You pay her to be your escort. So that's how they get around it. Okay, guys? But anyway, guys, breaking the law aside and teaching y'all how to, what they call it, loopholes in the law. There's like a tax accountant, right? So when y'all guys always hear these rich people, they always got these high-powered tax accountants just to find loopholes. Loopholes. So loophole into everything. All right, guys. So make sure y'all guys don't pay for prostitution. If you're going to do it, make sure she's your escort for the evening. All right, guys. But getting back to my last talking point, because I want to clear this up. Make sure, I'll talk about that enough. You're going to pay a woman for your time, for her time, with your time, or you're going to pay her with money. That's it, guys. The oldest saying in the book is you don't pay a hoe for sex. You pay her to leave. That means I don't want to have to spend time with you to get sex. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.